Alright, time to go for a ride. The weather is awesome today, and I wanted to give you guys a review of the Talaria. Unfortunately, the footage that I had in Masira was blurred. So here we go. We're taking a ride on the Talaria today. So let me tell you, from the get-go, this thing is super duper torquey, and the throttle is just as responsive as, well, a bit too responsive. This thing at the low end wants to just throw you right off because the torque is just out of this world. It really is very different when you ride this bike compared to the Sur Ron. Now, I've owned the Sur Ron for about a year and a half, or just about a year now, and I've tried that bike out everywhere. And EMX Motors sent the Talaria over, and they wanted me to try it out in Oman, and that's what I've been doing. We've hit some amazing trails with this bike, on-road, off-road. We've even taken it all the way to Masira Island, and up to now, this thing is out of this world. So what's the backstory of the Talaria? Well, a couple of executives from Sur Ron decided to leave and start their own company, and they came out with the Talaria Sting. Is it a knockoff of the Sur Ron? A lot of the things are similar, but there are subtle differences that actually make a huge difference. Now, I'm not going to go into detail about the differences right now because there's another video that's going to be coming up later on within the next couple of days on my channel, and you can check that out. That's where I put the Sur Ron and the Talaria head-to-head. This is a review of the ride, and honestly, I'm loving the way that this bike rides. It's a lot heavier, it's a lot bigger, and it's a lot wider than the Sur Ron, and that makes it feel more like a dirt bike than an electric dirt bike. Oh no! Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Kifto? Downhill! Downhill! Since the Talaria is heavier, is bigger, and is wider, it's not as nimble as the Sur Ron is on the off-road tracks. But at the same time, because it is torquier, and because it is wider, to me, it seems like it's a little bit more inclined for riders that are looking for a bike that is purely made to be ridden off-road. So we did a comparison of the battery power that was spent on both bikes during this ride, and at this point where we stopped, the Talaria was at 68% battery while the Sur Ron was at 44. So that 38 amp hour bigger battery in the Talaria does make quite a big difference. After owning a Sur Ron for a year and a half and now having the Talaria for just about 2 weeks and riding both bikes out, this is my honest opinion about both bikes. For the last 5 years, the Sur Ron has been leading the way in the electric dirt bike segment, and that is for a reason. It is a nimble, lightweight, well-performing bike that does well on-road and off-road, and it's the best bike for any beginner who's getting into the sport, and even for intermediates. It is a successful formula. But it has not had any competition for the last 5 years. That's where the Talaria comes in. Now, the upgrades are good. Some require a little bit of tweaking, and we'll talk about that in the review video that I'm going to be posting in a few days. But I think the Talaria is aimed at riders who already have a pretty good feel for being off-road. The bigger size, the wider it is, the bigger tires at the back, and the torque makes a huge difference when you are off-road. Both bikes are amazing, but both bikes have their pluses and minuses as well. So the question that everybody's gonna ask, which one should I buy? Well, if you're looking for a more all-rounded on-road, off-road bike and you're a beginner, I would tell you the Sur Ron might be the answer for you. But if you want something that's torquier, faster, bigger, feels like a motorbike, then you need to go for the Talaria Sting. Anyway, I hope you guys like the content on this channel, and please do like, share, and subscribe. And always, always keep exploring.